What's up, y'all? Doyle here from Philly Insider. We're looking at Adam Duvall today. I really don't know what this deadline looks like for Boston. They're kind of in a weird spot. I've said that about a number of the trade videos I've done because that's kind of what this deadline is. There's a lot of buyers and we're not really sure what the in-between teams are going to do. Boston's 6 games over 500, but they're also 2 games back in the wild card. It wouldn't shock me if they kind of went halves like they did last year and both sold and bought. I'd say Adam Duvall is probably likely to be sold if they do that. The Braves have expressed interest. That has been reported. We'll see if the Phillies show any interest. Haven't heard anything on that front. I'm not sure if they're going to. And even though I'm doing this video, I'm not necessarily saying he's someone I'm like very bullish on, but someone I wanted to look at. Obviously, Duvall's known as a power bat who can provide stellar defense as well. He's 34 years old. He'll turn 35 in early September, I believe on the 4th, and he'll be a free agent this offseason, so he's just a rental most likely. He's kind of your modern day home run or strikeout type of guy, you know, boomer bust. Career strikeout rate is at 28.7. It's over 31% in the last 3 seasons with walk rates below 7%. Similar to Teoscar Hernandez in that regard, who we did a video on the other day. A lot of raw power, lights up exit velo, has good sprint speed, but he strikes out a lot. I mean, obviously on the defensive front, Duvall is much better than him, which we'll get to later. But Duvall is also a career 103 OPS plus hitter versus lefties, 99 OPS plus versus righties. It's interesting to me, he hasn't hit lefties as well this season. I'd still think he has good production against them in terms of power, but it is odd because in 2022, he had a 130 OPS plus versus left-handed pitching, and in 2021, he was the opposite at just 65 OPS plus. He hit 178 versus them, and then in 2020, he hit with a 137 OPS plus. I think that's probably due to the small sample size he's had due to injuries and stuff for the past few years. I think he'd probably be good against lefties. I think that's something that he has to his game, but it's not necessarily definitive. Also, 2020 was COVID, so you know, there's been a lot of inconsistency to those numbers over the past few years. We don't really know. He did get off to an incredible start this season and then unfortunately went down with an injury again. Before the injury, he slashed 483, 531, and 1.138. That's just his slugging percentage, not his OPS, with 4 home runs, 5 doubles, a triple, and 13 RBIs in just 32 plate appearances. In the 30 games since he's returned, he's hit just 194, but he has hit 270 and slugged 514 in his last 11 games. His timing's starting to come back a little bit. 2 home runs, 3 doubles, 9 RBIs in that span. He's also been excellent in recent years when the lights have shined the brightest, whether it's runners in scoring position, 2 outs with runners in scoring position in close games, or the 2021 postseason, which, yeah, maybe he didn't have the best numbers overall, but it doesn't matter in the postseason. It just matters if you get hits in big spots, and he had some big hits. In the last 3 seasons, he has hit 325 and slugged 675 in high leverage spots. He's hit 292 and slugged 628 with runners in scoring position, and he hit 318 and slugged 689 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. That's pretty incredible. I mean, like I said, he rises to the occasion. The injuries do concern me, though. He had the left distal radius fracture this year, a left wrist sprain in 2022. Both of those put him on the 60-day injured list, and obviously, same wrist. That's not encouraging. So sure, he's just 2 years removed from a tremendous 2021 season with 38 homers and 113 RBIs, helped Atlanta win a World Series after that midseason trade from Miami, but his age and wrist injuries would make me hesitant to pull the trigger, even with his timing coming back in recent games. Defensively, he doesn't have the best metrics in center field this year, but he has a strong track record just in the outfield. I think he'd play left field pretty well for the Phils. I think he has a pretty strong arm to keep runners from taking extra bases. I think he covers ground pretty well. In his career, 27 outs above average, 14.6 arm rating on Fangraphs, 56 defensive runs saved, and a 22.3 ultimate zone rating. I didn't do too much research on that because he's just really just a solid defensive player for the most part. He does have his mistakes like any other player. We'll see if age plays a factor there down the road, but I think he'd be fine out there, especially when you're talking about him going out there over Schwarber. Definitely not much of a concern. I'd probably lean no on the acquisition as a whole just because of his age and injury history, despite his ability to come up in big moments. Like I said, I just don't know if I can trust him to stay on the field, and if you're trading for someone, yeah, you want them to make an impact. You do want them to be affordable at the same time, but they can't make an impact if they're not on the field, and that's my concern with Adam Duvall. But I think he's a good player. I think whoever gets him will probably get a good second half from him. If Atlanta gets him, yeah, that's just their luck. He'll probably pop off. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this. I'm probably going to lean no, but did want to do a video on him just to cover it. So thank y'all for watching. Appreciate it. God bless y'all. Ring the bell. We'll see you on the next one.